Nobody's going to keep going? Come on. We're exploring part of the bike path we haven't been down yet. Underneath the trees. A little scary. The phone that I'm using right now, this is my old phone. It hasn't had a working phone number on it in a couple of years. It has my Google account on it. And I hate changing phones. Changing over all the account information, updating phone numbers, all that information you don't always remember. This is a phone and the Google account that I usually upload my videos to. I have another Google account because Just Josh, there in the slabs, before he left and before he died, he had started email accounts for all of us who asked him so we could get the unemployment. That was the account that I used for Autumn's Abode eventually, because the Crystal Morningstar account is my oldest account. I've probably had it since I started using the internet on the regular. Definitely since Facebook started. And Crystal Morningstar is my spiritual moniker, if you will. And Autumn's Abode, that was about soda. And I wasn't feeling really secure about mixing not business with pleasure, but my spiritual self, sharing that aspect with slabbers. Because I'd gone from being a spiritual advisor to the nations, so to speak, two most notable being from Egypt. One woman wanted to kill herself. She had sex with a guy in college. And over in Egypt, if her family had found out, if they didn't kill her, literally, physically, she wouldn't have gotten married. Definitely not good marriage material there. And she would have lived in shame for the rest of her life. After I met with her over the phone, 6 months later or a year later, don't remember which, I got a wedding invitation to her wedding over there in Egypt. Another woman from Egypt, she called and she told me her husband had turned her children against her, alienated her from children, friends, took all their money, and had a younger woman by his side. She asked me, should I have an affair to get back at my husband? And I asked her, would that interfere with your relationship with God as you understand it? And She said yes. I said, why would you let that man destroy the one relationship you do have control over? A few months later, she emailed me and she let me know she was living in the United States, happily being cared for by one of her children. So, that's a pretty powerful position to be in. And yet there I was in the slabs, working out some issues with alcohol. And you don't really want to associate your downtrodden alcoholic self with glorious spiritual advisor. But now I'm not in the slabs anymore and I'm not drinking. This looks like a fun path to explore down here. No, bitch, you don't want to come? And occasionally, since I downloaded different apps and everything, I'll make a video and think that I'm uploading it here on my Crystal Morningstar channel. And I've uploaded it to Autumn's Abode. I got the name Autumn when I ceased my activities as Crystal Morningstar because a man introduced me to people in the traveling circles as his Autumn. This is my Autumn. He called me his Autumn because I reminded him of all the smells and tastes and colors of his favorite season. He loved the farmer's market. He loved helping with harvests. And how can you not appreciate a name like that? Don't tell me, I don't want to know. Then there I was, up in Los Angeles, having to constantly move. Got a free phone with a working phone number. And I just raised holy hell on spiritual levels. It was time to return to my activities in the spiritual aspects. And so I retook the name that I had in the pagan circles, which was Tempest. And I didn't feel like switching over all the accounts while I'm moving to preserve my own life from place to place on the streets of Los Angeles. So with my new phone, I just started the account Tempest. And that's the phone that I take when I go out. It has a working phone number and people can reach me so I can continue to get resources. Therefore, I have 3 accounts. And I don't usually make intentional videos when I'm out running errands and whatnot. But I will catch a moment here or there in between appointments and whatnot. And I'll put it on my Tempest account because that's the phone I have with me. And considering I've been at this self-exploration for 30 years, the books that I've read, the journaling I've done, 3 accounts, a Facebook page, and a blog just isn't all that much information. Not too many places to go if somebody really seriously wants to know me. Oops! There goes the coffee. Guess Newbie's ready to go back. I'll put the links to Autumn's Abode and Tempest YouTube channels so you can see our time by a river and a video I accidentally uploaded there about my Umizoomi team, little fractal warriors. I'll put those links down in the description. Somebody mentioned this little grove to me. Come check it out. When I first got here, a bunch of rabbits went bounding off into the woods.